objective is it's Wednesday, December 12th. The objective is to um, go over your blockers for the next couple of days. Um, and our random fourth, thanks to Jana, is what is your favorite food? Let's be social. It's nice to see everyone, and we're going to start with the people with their cameras off. Jules, do you want to start? Welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Well, hi. Like I'm mainly for this week, I'm mainly doing working on my finals. So like I do not have much more time to like do the research studying and the funding and also the replicating. Uh, yeah,
Which
like
final?
which final? This my 1530 is about and it's about the art studio. I need to like do the coding and also do the presentation and replicate one of the our chosen topics. Yeah, one of our chosen topics. Like studying and analyzing them and finally give a result to the professor. Yeah.
That is very cool. If you need help with our studio, our very own Tatevik is an R Studio professional.
Oh, cool.
We were actually playing with R Studio last week on Friday. It was really nice. Good, good. Well, good luck. I will assume only positive things for your R Studio test. I love that you have a class in R Studio in the behavioral science program. That's really cool. Jinue, good morning.
Good morning and hi. This week I have focused on preparing my final exam too, and I don't have much process on the project. And this week I plan to carefully review the paper you share with us. And for today's stand-up, my team member and I will presenting the summary of our meeting with Christina and the key takeaways, as well as the result from our replication work. And one of my team member, Ming Yan, is getting his phone battery replaced, so might be a few minutes late. And besides, my favorite food is sushi.
Oh, good choice. Wait, Jules, what's your favorite food? We forgot the random fourth.
My favorite food is KFC in China.
What is different about KFC in China than KFC here?
Well, there are many different two species, like just like plants and like animals in the world. For sure. It's very
Whoa.
tasty in China.
You know, I spent a lot of time in China. I have never gone to a KFC there, so I will have to do that next time I go.
I heard their
Yeah,
menu
yeah,
is
yeah.
completely different. Is that true?
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah.
Very cool. Jinue, I am so excited to see the replication study.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
We will.
maybe we could do it at the end of stand up as the demo.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Rebecca, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Jana and I were coming up with topics for you for the yeah for
Is
the
to
topics.
get going.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for me, I guess still, yeah, just learning about what everybody's doing, about what's going on at Subconscious. Uh, yeah, and favorite food is tacos.
Nice, nice.
We need to
Yeah,
look for some good Boston tacos, Rebecca.
yeah. You guys have to get
No,
together for tacos.
seriously, I'm on the hunt. I'm always up for getting together for tacos, so definitely.
Yes.
I love it. Pragna, good morning. How'd you do on your final?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I think it was okay. I have one more today, 6 to 9. but it's a presentation, so I think it should be fine. Um, but yeah, it's been a bit stressful with finals. What I did, like, so I've been fixing the Colossus. I pushed it to dev, and there was a bunch of build errors. Was just fixing that. I have redeployed it. Let's see. Hopefully it passes. Also, I have shared my peer review. Um, sorry, not peer, my PR. I don't know. Can somebody review it? I think I tagged Nihar and uh, Hardy, but I don't know if Hardy's here. So yeah, that's my update.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
You
random
put you
quote.
posted it in the chat.
Yeah,
Nice.
the build was failing. I don't know why. So I've tried to update the Next.js dependencies. So that was the reason it was failing. So let's see. I've pushed that to code. I'm gonna redeploy it on Vercel.
Is
But yeah,
holodeck
basically now,
is holodeck hosted on Vercel these days?
wasn't it always on Vercel?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's where it's been at least since September.
Got it.
Um,
Okay, cool. I didn't know.
yeah,
I like Vercel. Vercel is so nice.
yeah, Vercel's much easier to deal with.
Oh my goodness.
Um, my random fourth, what was it? Favorite food, right?
Yeah.
It probably would be different, but like now I'm just like craving like the food that I grew up with, like South Indian food. And I'm going home in like 2 weeks, so that's all I can think about.
Okay. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's something really like nice about the food you grew up with.
Yeah.
Nihar, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. So the MCP is deployed on Vercel. So if you guys can go and test it out on any code basis on Cursor or Cloud, that would be great. Would love to hear any good feedbacks on it. Also, one interesting that I found out the MCP can be used is for really, really early startups to understand the pricing strategy of the product. This is something that I ran yesterday with one of my friends, and this is one of the use case that I found out what are the pricing models that they can use for their particular product using Subconscious. So yeah, and also I've reviewed your PR, Ragna, and also I've approved it. So you can go ahead and merge it if you want.
Well, the problem is
Okay,
is
cool.
that you were getting build failures.
I fixed that also and
Yeah.
pushed it. So I don't know if you approved that too.
I'm just gonna merge it anyway. So yeah.
Wait, like check if the hold on.
If it fails, you can open a new PR and then we can fix it. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my update.
Nihar, we have been invited to host our MCP on Databricks. They have like some sort of marketplace for MCP servers. If we have this MCP up and running, could we find the like 4 or 5 largest MCP marketplaces? I imagine AWS has one. I imagine OpenAI has one. I imagine all the big labs have one, and then host our MCP and see if we can start to get some usage.
Sure. Like they might have sent you details where we can post it, right? So send me those details.
No, you have to own it. You have to own it and run it down yourself. They're not gonna. They're doing us a favor. I can put
Yeah,
you in
but like
touch with the
where do we
people.
host it? What's the web page? They
You
might
gotta
have sent you
Google it.
some links.
Google it. Can you Google it and search and find out
I
and
can Google
get it
it, but
done?
it's like if we get an invite link, that's another thing.
Okay, all right. That sounds like a. Okay, that did not sound confident. What's your favorite food?
It's not about confidence. It's like if they're telling you like we can host it, they might have given an invite link or some kind of like a link that we can go ahead and do there. Like it's the same code base for SSE that were created. It's nothing more that I have to do there. On the favorite food side, yeah,
No, Nihar, that's not
typically
acceptable.
is
Well, that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to own the MCP business, right? So if you and we don't have to talk about it now, but like getting our MCP live on these marketplaces is a lot of work, right? It's not clicking a link. It's getting the documentation ready. It's marketing for it. It's promoting it. It's figuring out who are the largest, marketplaces. Negotiating the rates and the terms, right? It's like a whole thing.
Sorry, but that's not my marketing and the sales kind of like it's not my part of the job. Wanted the MCP, we have the MCP.
Okay.
If you want it on the marketplace, I can have it on marketplace, but I'm not gonna do marketing or sales. Sorry.
Okay. We will figure out how to market and sell this. Michelle, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Let me see if I can jump on camera real quick. Okay, I think I got my Discord back up running on my desktop, but can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, something else is there. There we go. I think I can fix it that way. All right, but I'm not on camera. See if everything's working okay. You know what? I think there's a problem with the camera stuff, so I'm gonna have to be off camera. Sorry about that. Okay. So this week I am working on wrapping up a couple of big client projects. Got a couple big, I did big deadline today, and just kind of wrapping up things with the credit union. Blockers, I started looking through my lead list to follow up with some people to kind of see if I could get some traction on sales and just get some market research feedback. And I guess would be helpful to know if any of them have logged into the system before and like experimented with it. And like I've sent out links for, like a discount that I offered. And so, but I don't want to reach out to them and say like, oh, hey, did you try it? But then find out that, they did try it. They're in the system and I didn't really even know about it. So anyway, just a blocker would be like just being able to find my leads in HubSpot and to be able to.
Why couldn't you find them?
Well, I don't have access to HubSpot right now. So that's one thing. I think I reached out to Eric to see if he could check on them and he didn't have access either.
No, you
So
should have access. Schedule a meeting. I can walk you through how to do it.
okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'd appreciate that. So yeah, other than that, I have a lot of ideas and strategies in mind for marketing and sales, go to market, and just need to get through this couple of these big projects here, and then I'm gonna hit it hard. So
Did the credit union guys come back?
yeah, so the budget is really tight there, and they're kind of struggling with a few things internally right now. So they're pushing off decisions on anything like that. They're kind of like they're talking about, wanting me to do some projects for them in 2025 potentially, but not immediately. So like the decisions on things are being kicked down the road a little bit because of some struggles they're having, internally. Um, so yeah, so it's not going to be an immediate success story. I do have a few weeks left of my contract with them, so I'm going to try to optimize the use to get a good case study and maybe some ROI, like an ROI type case study out of it. And then I'm actually still in budget talks with them, so we're going to have like one more budget meeting where I go through their whole budget with them and like make my recommendations. So, there's still some potential, but it's not looking as good just because of their issues right now. So I know that was a lot, but it's a complicated situation.
No, we'll get there.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Oh, yeah. It's a tie between brisket and cheesecake. But if I have to pick one, I would pick the brisket. Love. I'm kind of a brisket connoisseur. I'm a little picky, like not just any brisket will do. So thankfully, I live in Texas and we have really excellent brisket down here. So yeah.
I feel like that's so unfair to compare your brisket to anywhere else. I love Texas brisket. And you're not
Yeah,
even in Austin. You're in like real Texas.
yeah. I'm in South Texas, and we have some of the the brisket places that are, end up on the TV shows like the Luling Barbecue, and those places are only about 45 minutes from where I live. So um, I'm in a good place to be able to try them all.
Um, I'm jealous. I need to go down to Texas.
Yeah, you should. Speaking of that, Quirks. There's that Quirks conference coming up in March, and I'm hoping to attend, but I was wondering if you were going to attend. That's north of here, 4 hours north of here, but I think it would be a good conference to attend.
Um, I've been to Quirks a couple times. I've been to Quirks a few times. I've been to IIEX a couple times. When I go, I don't like. We don't have like a booth. Sometimes I speak. I say that I don't go to conferences unless I speak at the conferences. Um, but yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Not a
I
bad
actually
idea.
did reach out to them already to see if they have any speaking spots available. And one person referred me to another person, and I haven't heard back from them yet. But yeah, I totally agree. I think trying to get a speaking role and maybe do a sponsorship there would be really smart. Um, it's pretty expensive. Well, I say it's not compared to maybe many other conferences, but it's decently expensive just to attend as an attendee. I don't have sponsorship prices yet, but I think it would be a good idea. And it's close, I say it's close to me. It's 4 hours away, but that's a drive. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll let you know what I find out. I might reach back out to them and kind of find out more about that whole situation. Do you know if the sponsorships, like if you have to be a sponsor to get a speaking position? Because that's kind of what a lot of conferences are like.
We don't need to. Um, but I mean, if we reach out and if we propose some sort of topic, I'm sure they'll say yes. Whenever I propose talking about synthetic data, I always get a speaking slot.
Okay.
So if we,
Okay,
I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. If you get us a speaking gig, I'll go, and then we can and then
good.
and then we can both present. We can tag team the
I was
conference.
thinking that would be fun, like do a co-presenting
I'll do it.
session. Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
do it.
cool. I'll work on it.
All right. Anushka, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Oh, I can't
Hey,
hear
how
you
are
if you're
you?
talking. I'm good.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
sound great.
Okay. This week, my only task was to read the papers, including the papers by Subodh, which I'll read before 16th, at meeting with Christina. And besides that, it was just finishing up the semester. I had my last class on Monday, and also interviewed at Google and Coinbase for the UXR position. And I'll probably increase my research assistantship hours with Ethan Mollick to 20 per hour. Excited about our agentic commerce research.
Can you tell the team a little bit about that research you're doing with Ethan? That was I saw a little taste and it looked very interesting. I think you posted in the Get Smart channel also.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about it. I'll just record a Zoom video, but So our study was how visual language models like these browsers, like Atlas by OpenAI or Comet by Perplexity, when you open Amazon on them and prompt AI to buy something for you, it can physically look at your screen. That's why it's called a visual language model. So we see what your agentic AI buys and why on websites like Amazon. So I ran 500 experiments, made a logistic regression model to figure out what factor affects the most, and it turned out rating was the most significant factor. That a higher rating, I don't remember the exact numbers. I'll have to open the regression table, but a higher rating matters the most, followed by a lower price, followed by the sponsor tag. The sponsor tag makes it less likely for AI to buy it, and followed by the position. That if an item is the first thing you see on the screen, it's in row one, then it's much more likely to be selected. The fun thing is that this became a mixed method study because I didn't just do a logistic regression, but I also got AI's responses in all 500 experiments about why it brought that thing. So that was fun. I never thought I would research AI's shopping behavior.
I think the design of that study that you did is so brilliant because it well, maybe not entirely, but it kind of creates a little bit of a discrete choice experiment in all of the different across all the different images.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, and I love that the code is available. I love that you were able to get it up and running in 24 hours. I wonder if I'm curious to you, what type of, if we, let's say we have a daemon running that runs this type of process across all of Amazon products. How do you think we could incorporate that into our results? How do you think customers would what kind of valuable insights could be derived from that?
So I have actually been talking a lot to a partner at McKinsey. They just set up their agentic commerce team. And they've been telling me the questions that their clients ask them. So those could be helpful. Let me just open the doc that had their questions. So the first thing he had to tell me was to test in the wild, because right now it was just a screenshot that we showed the visual language model. And testing in the wild means the AI will have access to all information about the brand online as well as people's perceptions about it, not just a screenshot. Then, um, other question he had was not very relevant to agentic AI, but I guess something your clients might want to know is that how should they position their products on Amazon, or maybe Amazon would want to know how to use sponsor tags, how to find the best ROI in navigating between the sellers and the consumers.
Say more.
So the McKinsey partner really wanted me to study it in the wild, in which the visual language model doesn't just have access to a screenshot, which is what we showed it, screenshot of an Amazon page, but it has access to all of the brand's information available online as well as people's perceptions of the brand. So testing like in the wild, the same information that a human user on Amazon would have, he wants the AI to have all that information and then see how the AI makes choices.
Hmm. So giving more context to the A, B, and C choices effectively.
Yeah,
There's a lot of research into agentic shopping. That's a very cool area.
it is, but like 90% of it is with synthetic shoppers. There are only two papers that test how vision language models, which physically see your screen, buy on these
Right. Very cool. Very cool. I am looking forward to the demo, Anushka. Very cool work. Very nice work. Um,
Thank you.
Jana. Did we skip Jana?
He did mention tacos, I guess.
What? Sorry.
I don't remember. All I remember about Jenna is mentioning tacos.
Well, I think Rebecca was talking about tacos. Boston tacos.
Yeah, I love tacos too. So Avi and I kind of leveraged the Aru's $1 billion valuation as a category anchor, and we pushed the very targeted blast to investors this week. And I personally think that the market signal landed, and I think investors react far better to category momentum than, let's say, feature updates or feature summaries. So I think that's a good insight that I had. So I moved very quickly on the inbound, and now we have a bunch of like investor calls also locked in for this week and next week. They're not all investor calls, but a good chunk of it is locked in. And I'm also spinning up a content pipeline. I have the topics and outlines. I just sent it to the blog channel. If you guys are also welcome to kind of chime in and join us. I think Rebecca is mainly going to work on it with us, so we could publish kind of our thought leadership consistently and build up that momentum. And my favorite food is probably Korean barbecue because there's so many side dishes and there's a lot of variety that you can get with it.
Oh, I love Korean barbecue. Yeah, it really is a broad set of dishes. It's like if I had to identify the Korean barbecue dishes, it would be like 50 dishes in like one meal.
Yeah, and like unlimited refills too, so it's
What?
just
I didn't know that. It's a nice hack. Yeah, and then we have one investor committee meeting today, one investment committee meeting, like a pre-IC tomorrow. So yeah, that's exciting. And then Jenna, maybe after stand up, we can touch more of the folks from our list. Lovely. Tatevik.
Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. So, Friday we had a little session with I didn't focus on the graphs or anything new, but one thing we tried is giving it a chunk of the code that was repetitive, trying to make it write a function. So there are a few more I can replace. So I can like continue working on that today. So it's not going to add like a new graph or something, but it's going to work with the existing code that is in the void camp, not the analytics code.
Did you like those additional analytics graphs that we submitted to that PR?
I mean, I'm always for adding new stuff. So if there is anything that is statistically correct and it's going to add value, like we can use their methodology and I can build a like Vega graph based on it. So just we keep the logic the same.
Right. I mean, here's a link to the message. I don't know if it's statistically valuable. It's like I don't know. I would want to have a session with Subodh.
Also, one thing like, we showed the server code, but in the server we assume that the data is already ready, so there is no like calculation or nothing like that. So I think if we show it the calculations code, the core analytics code, maybe we will get like other suggestions.
Brilliant idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm ready to have another session if you want.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite food?
I like bagels because you can change the topping, the fillings. But my favorite is cream cheese with a little bit of sliced avocados.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. There was a time in my life when I would get that every Sunday. I would get like tomatoes and avocados and cream cheese. So good.
There is also one thing at a local bakery. They do this pepperoni pizza inspired bagel. So it's like a pepperoni pizza, but inside the bagel. So that's like good as well.
Whoa. That sounds amazing. I've never heard of that. I love it. Subodh, good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Morning. So, okay, my update, I haven't been doing anything mostly in last 1.5 weeks, but I do have stuff on my list. So from Monday, I'll be back to normal. Like I reach Netherlands, then I can get back to work. Um, one thing that I'll focus on is that I'll get some email links from you. I talked to Eric as well, and then we're gonna start writing curated email and see, try to basically get to some of those people. If we can get feedback, nice. If not, we'll try. So we will do that in parallel. And then the next thing I want to do is that figure out a way to get our chat agent like part of the rehab home. So I remember Prithvi was working, but he had some issues on getting the screenshots nicely. So I'll basically try to work on that next week to see basically if we can bring everything part of the backend. That's one thing. And Deepika sent me some screenshots of the new part, which is basically a product pricer. So you have unique products, and then for each product you get features, could be price, could be flavor. So then you can't mix the feature of product one with product two. So you do the design with products only, and then basically do the whole estimation. And this is very common in FMCG. So let's say Pepsi has to test, right? So you got Fanta, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and like at least 50 types of different sodas, right? So when you are testing for them, you are not mixing and matching the flavor and the price of one with the other. You stay within what you have and then basically do the design and test how people choose. So that's getting into efficient design. So once we finalize the whole layout, how to get all the inputs, everything in, then I'll work on that as well in the parallel, so that we can have like a pricer, purely pricer. And this will also be a quick thing that we can show, which is easy for people to then see. So because it will be a real deal, like, okay, here's the product, these are the current things. We'll test it with the current products.
And with that, and so then we would be maintaining like a library of like products and product attributes and product prices from around the web.
I haven't thought in that deep. First, okay, let's at least. I'm not even first thinking of even generating any product and price through LLM calls. So first, okay, most likely when people do this kind of setup, they already have a list and features in mind. They pretty much bring that into a Excel sheet. So we can have an example and people can just load and everything can be shown. At least once we have a working version, there is a scraper on AP5 which can scrape product from Amazon. So we can actually get real product with real image and everything real. So once the first part is done, then I'll integrate the other scraper to make this even more flexible.
If you want to get with Anushka, she's got some pretty nice Amazon scraping code from some public research paper.
So yeah, those are two things on my mind that I'll spend time from next week onwards, in parallel with touching base with all. Um, we did get a couple of email responses. So Sharma replied, they are still in. It's just that they are swamped with whatever, like end of year. But he did say no, like let me get this thing wrapped up by Christmas, and then so we are on their radar. So that's good. Petronym, the dude is again like hell busy, and also then going on holiday, but we are still on his radar. So he did reply as well, saying that yes, once he's back, he will move faster than. And then I think we got some response from Mintel as well regarding POC, and also I think there's probably some meeting next week or so. So we'll see.
Yeah, I scheduled a meeting with Mintel for next week, so I'm excited about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, one of the things, so we talked with our new NYU students. We need to get them in this meeting, by the way, but one of them was talking to, worked for, I forget the name of the company I put in the chat, but some kind of like synthetic data startup just doing synthetic data, not doing analytics, not doing causality, not doing experiment design, not doing human experiments, nothing, just pure generating synthetics. And they're charging, they're talking to like top brands, and they're charging Twinning Labs, thank you, Jenna, and they're charging $1 million per company per year. They have not closed any contracts, but that's the price that they're coming out at. So that's just
There is a new library from NVIDIA. It's called Nemo.
I saw that,
and
but that's mostly for physical spaces, right?
No. So this is for generating synthetic data. So if you can provide the distribution, at least based on what I read on the GitHub, I'll play next week again. But if you can provide the distribution, if you can say some constraints, then it says that it can generate quite a meaningful population. So we'll see how it does next once I play next week. Because if it works out, then if we can basically then scrape some data from LinkedIn and provide those as a context and see if it can hold on to those constraints and generate meaningful things. But then this can also solve our problem for other countries. So we won't have, let's say, data for Saudi, but if we go around, we can surely find the joint distributions of demographic in terms of age, gender, income, and some other stuff. And then we can just feed that to generate meaningful population. So that will probably give us some way around like non-US data. Right. So we'll see how it goes, but it's a free thing. So let's give it a try.
Jana, we should reach out to NVIDIA's corp dev team or biz dev team. Also, Subodh, nice work this morning on the meeting with Databricks. They just sent us an email about getting on their roadmap, on their marketplace. Excuse me. Subodh, you're mentioning you wanted to do work on the chat agent. Do you think the work that Nihar did, the really good work that Nihar did on the MCP, could be leveraged for our chat agent? Because it feels like he built like almost like a text only chatbot, which is maybe quite a bit faster than what we have.
I have not seen Nihar's MCP, so I can't comment. I saw a couple of nice articles which basically uses a vision language model. So we can probably leverage them as a part of chat agent to don't just give like the text, but also if some graph itself, if the question demands. So, but the first thing is if we can take a screenshots nicely of the analytics page and hold it in, then everything else will become easy.
We don't have to talk about it now, but like I feel like feeding it the tables in CSV would be easier than feeding it the image. Well, I don't want to say easier. I want to say more accurate and faster.
But then it's a double work, right? So we'll have to write a generic code again to recreate all the tables in the backend to feed it to the chat agent.
But
The whole point is
we have that anyway.
no, we don't. It's all in JSON. So only, and it's like only as a human, Tatavik knows, okay, I need to go to this section to get this part of the numbers. If you feed that, that's what I forgot his name. There was another guy earlier. He tried that even with what is that called? Graph knowledge thingy.
Yeah.
He tried with that. Even that thing basically gave up, saying, "I don't understand where these numbers are getting connected." It was hallucinating really bad. Uh,
Interesting.
so so if we the best thing for us to do is to actually feed the whole analytics page as an image because then it has text, it has the actual image, so it has a way better context than just pure CSV numbers.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's helpful, but the original paper whose results I tried to replicate, the authors on GitHub tested headless formats as well, which is like maybe it was a CSV or a JSON file, but the code is available, and that paper is in the I mean, what was the name of that channel?
Get smart.
Get smart.
Yeah, in the Get Smart channel, there's a link to the paper in which you'll find all the data, and I don't remember what their results were. Testing on an actual full image of Amazon-like interface versus testing headless formats on CSV or JSON. But if it's helpful, you can check that out.
Okay, thanks. I'll take a
That's
look.
actually very smart. That's very smart.
What's the name of the paper?
It's the one I posted in the Get Smart channel. Let me look for it.
Either way, it's gonna be really nice to unify all these different little chat experiences we have in development. So, but I'm gonna walk you through this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is it what is your AI agent buying? Is this the paper?
Yes. The one by Columbia.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we go ahead.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food. Okay, I'm from India, so I'm not going to say Indian food. I really like anything that is on wok. So Thai, Indonesian, on a wok, bit on a spicy side, especially the beef. That's really nice.
I love that. I think that's gonna be mine. I love that. My update briefly. Continuing to host these meetings, outbounds, inbounds. I exported all of our HubSpot data yesterday to see if we could get some data for Subodh, and we have this guy Dylan helping us with marketing automation, sales automation. We have 16,000 contacts in HubSpot, and then we have 11,000 companies in HubSpot. So it's a lot. It's definitely going to have to be filtered somehow. Dylan asked for the 2,000 most likely leads. I was like, no problem. We only have 2,000 leads. Turns out we have a little bit more. So I'm not sure how to filter that to the top 10%. Subodh, I would love your guidance there. And yeah, trying to prepare for IC, and I worked on this. I know we're not supposed to be, but I worked on this application some more. Subodh, I'd love to walk you through it, and Nihar walk you guys through it. Maybe put that forward as a potential like version 2.0 for the UI that's easy to modify, that's works agentically, that's all unified with permissions and all the goodies. Multi-tenant enterprise security. Yeah. And my favorite food, I'm gonna leverage Subodh's answer. I love Thai food also. That's like that might be my desert island food. Either Thai or like there's these soup dumplings in the basement of Grand Central Terminal, which are amazing. Normally, like I think soup dumplings are super fancy, and so to have them at the train station is amazing. So yeah, either Thai or soup dumplings. All right, guys. Oh, we have a meeting with the Legendary Fund in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, demo, pen guys and gals. Can you walk us through your wonderful replication study that you're going to show Christina today?
Yeah.
Subodh, I think this is a testament to your hard work, to all of our hard work. This is really magical, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Would you mind let me start first? I will sharing the screen. Okay. Let me do that. 1 minute. I should have the permission to share my screen. Hi, Abby. Do you know where to allow the settings to share my screens? Where is
It's a third icon from the left.
left? Yeah. Yeah, but one click the share screen, it asks for the permission.
So share your screen, and then there's an application and entire screen, right? So you click on entire screen tab and then double click on the screen and it will show up.
Let me try. Maybe Xingyue can share his work first. I will try to do it. I think my Mac have have some problem with.
Okay, so I can share a quick update of our meeting with Christina, okay? We show how let me try. Oh, wait.
It will be a surprise,
I've been asking for this for 2 weeks. It's just I've been asking for the link like in 5 different ways. I've been asking for a demo. Something, guys. Can you guys send
Yep.
the link to the experiment? Do you have the link to the actual experiment so we can look at the experiment?
Yeah, sure. I will send the PDF first. Since I don't know why the Mac doesn't allow me to share the screen. I have sent it into the channel of the UPenn Discord. You see it?
Which document do you want to share with us? I share the result too from our Google Drive.
Well, it's okay. We only have 5 minutes. Let's just go through this while we have you. But if you can send the link to the actual replication study so that we can spend some time on it, that would be helpful. But yeah, go through. Let's see what you got.
Okay, Minion.
Yeah, I've sent the PDF in our UPenn team channel. Could you download it?
Okay.
Yeah, so I will go through the paper quickly. So first we get the results of this Christina's paper. It says that consistent with our previous search, we show that examples of rules violations trigger further rule violations, even though overall rule compliance remains high. And the null result is contrary to our hypothesis and research on honesty and cooperation. We don't find that group identity moderates the influences of peer compliance on people's willingness to follow rules. So the key is how to design the assignment. I mean our simulation. Christina designed. She using the participants how to decide whether to go left or right. One position paying twice as much as the other. It means you can get $1 USD or 0.5 USD. So we simulate this one as a platform using the Subconscious AI. So since it can only use the conjoint question, so I slightly change it. So the core issue here is we know people follow the crowded, I mean the peer effect, but does the identity of the crowded matter? The hypothesis is that the authors expected a contrast effect. They thought an outgroup member violated the rule. Participants would comply more to differentiate themselves. So they also thought in-group violations would be more damaging. During this experiment, I changed some settings. I mean, in the one and where stage, I changed the age to 25, from 25 to 55, and the income from mean 20,000 to 150,000. And in the who stage, I select US-based population group, and what stage, I check 3 items: in-group identification strength, social pressure intensity, and personal normal appearance. So the results was generated and are using the Gemini 3 to discover that the simulation results from Subconscious AI very accurately replicate the core findings of Christina's paper. Just like what I wrote in the Google Drive's document.
Subodh, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'll have to read the main paper because I think he did say that there it's designed in a different way, something like left or right options only, whereas he was forced to design as a conjoint.
Yeah.
But you're saying that the main pressure point, that's the main driver behind the behavior, is pretty much same in both the paper and the replication, right? If I understood correctly.
Yeah, correct.
I mean that's a good sign, but yeah, I mean I'll have to read the paper a bit.
Yeah, so that's to be honest, I don't think the page on my app, I don't see the share link.
Oh, I'm sharing the paper. I'm already shared.
No. I mean, the Jenna have said that. Can we get this link as well?
Yeah, for the for the experiment results, we only have the export as PPT, but we cannot share the link to that experiment results.
Just copy the link from the URL. Just copy and paste the URL. We'll figure it out.
If I copy and paste, it's just app.subconscious.ai/experiments, and if we like type in this, it will just lead to your experiments you did.
And then you click on the experiment, and then you just send us the URL. All right, guys, I gotta go. We are out of time. Guys, really good demo. Very nice work. That's very good work. Well, were your results reliable?
Yeah, reliable. It's reliable, and it's consistent to Christina's paper. But we have talked to her. She just want to investigate whether the type of experience can investigate more types, not just only limited to GDM or conjoint.
And what's your answer?
Sorry?
What's your answer?
I think maybe we can try. If we import more papers and we, the accuracy, we can increase the accuracy, and we think we can try different types.
What time is this meeting? Do you have some